So Obi Wan Kenobi is the best Jedi, in my opinion. But let me prove to you. So I'm sure you've heard of Star Wars. Star Wars was first created by George Lucas in 1976, and the original Star Wars film, which is now titled A New Hope, included Obi Wan Kenobi as one of the main characters, and he was a leading character and a mentor to the main character of the story, Luke Skywalker. So Kenobi was, of course, started out as a young boy, and as a young boy in the Jedi Order, he was quite skilled with a lightsaber, and he also had a rough attitude. Now, these characteristics of him piqued the interest of the Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn, who saw a little bit of himself in Kenobi. And so he took Kenobi to be his Padawan, which is a student in the Jedi Order who trains under a Jedi Master or a Jedi Knight. Now, Kenobi eventually became a powerful Jedi Knight, and he trained the reckless Anakin Skywalker, who was the chosen one, or at least prophesied to be. And then eventually Kenobi went on to become a wise Jedi Master, having a seat on the Jedi High Council. So Kenobi had a few good characteristics. Like, he was a very likable fellow, and he had many friends. He was also a skilled swordsman. He was wise. He would even taunt his enemies as he fought against them. And he was a pretty good pilot, even though he hates flying. He was able to put up with Anakin, which is impressive. And he was a rebel as a youth, but exemplified what a Jedi should be as he got older. And that was said by Star Wars Theory, a YouTuber. And he even turned on all the ladies, even his enemies, such as Asajj Ventress, when they met each other in battle several times throughout the Clone War. She would always call him handsome and my dear Kenobi, say all kinds of things that were flirtatious. He was also very fearless, and he was a great negotiator and a diplomat. He could even get on with pirates, such as Hondo Ohnaka, who is one of the biggest pirates in the galaxy. So that's impressive. So, and here I've listed some of Kenobi's achievements, and this is just a few of his biggest ones, but obviously there's not even enough room in this whole PowerPoint to say all of his achievements. But anyway, when he was a Padawan, he was able to resolve a civil war on a savage planet, and he even temporarily left the Jedi Order to do so. And when he was finished with this, he came back to the Jedi and continued doing his Jedi stuff. And as a Padawan, he was also able to effectively combat the Sith assassin, which was Darth Maul. And some say he defeated Maul this time, but I don't think so. But he was able to contend with him. He also said no to drugs. That's something very impressive. So, many people, even in real life, they get caught up in the world of drugs, and it affects them poorly. But Kenobi was able to resist this, as a man in a cantina offered him death sticks one time, which are basically drugs in Star Wars. He was one of the greatest Republic generals in the Clone War. He was also a master of the lightsaber form 3, Sarisu, which was the defensive form. And he trained Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one, against Master Yoda's wishes, and defeated him when Anakin turned to the dark side, which was very hard for him to do. He defeated General Grievous, the greatest Jedi killer of the time, and he was the best choice to do so, as Jedi Master Mace Windu said to him right before he left to face Grievous. He protected Luke Skywalker as a child on Tatooine from the Galactic Empire, and he was also able to finally defeat Darth Maul after many engagements with him over his entire life. He trained Luke Skywalker even after his own death, and he also sacrificed himself for Luke, so Luke could escape a situation that he was in. He also helps Rey destroy Darth Sidious for the final time. So, that's impressive. And let me emphasize on when he defeated Darth Maul. So when he finally defeated Darth Maul used the same move on him that he had used on Kenobi's master, Qui-Gon Jinn, years earlier. Here you can see how Maul defeated Qui-Gon. You know, he tried to do that hit in the face with his lightsaber hilt and then stab him in the stomach here. When he tried this years later on Kenobi, he saw it coming, and Kenobi was able to, you know, hit through the hilt and slash through his chest. And so Kenobi was prepared for this, and that's how he finally defeated Maul. So that's... Now the duel on Mustafar, this was probably the peak of Kenobi's life. When Kenobi's apprentice and friend, Anakin Skywalker, turned to the dark side and became Darth Vader, Kenobi knew Vader needed to be stopped. This was the toughest decision Kenobi had to make. He didn't want to fight Anakin, but it was inevitable. And the two heroes dueled a fierce battle until Kenobi was finally able to best his student. As Anakin lied on the ground defeated, Kenobi was in tears, and he even said, "You are my brother, Anakin. I loved you." Kenobi took Anakin's lightsaber and passed it on to his son Luke Skywalker, who would eventually redeem Anakin. Ewan McGregor is the actor who portrays Obi Wan in the prequel trilogy. He's Scottish, and he is potentially, one of the best actors alive, and he was the perfect choice to play Obi Wan Kenobi in the prequel Star Wars trilogy. And I'm very excited for McGregor to reprise the role in an upcoming TV series about Obi Wan. So I'll be excited about that. Alec Guinness and James Arnold Taylor also did amazing jobs playing Obi Wan. Alec Guinness played him in the original Star Wars trilogy, and James Arnold Taylor was the one who voiced him in the Clone Wars animated series. So overall, the Star Wars galaxy would not be in a good place without Obi-Wan. He was very crucial to the entire story, and without him, there's just so many things would have gone wrong, and he was a big help to everybody. So anyway, thank you, and may the Force be with you.